Or 5.
Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to check my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to check my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex on.
I got a little dude on me. Hold on, what's up?
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle.
But you don't know how to do that.
The Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play. And it's
I had to, boy. Y'all look like y'all started struggling.
Sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, help that man.
Washington.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can
But he doesn't have no brain.
over the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball
Shit,
from
let me get that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run with Breda. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Murray. On his slant, complete to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. Murray going to throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
We lost the one guy.
Let's check in with our referee.
That was a fun game.
Fitzpatrick, a quick throw. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on
Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
Good.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, we're about to get,
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
2013.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. That one is slant to McLaurin.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Complete.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, Ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback
Milwaukee
and
man
receiver.
plead guilty
Really good
faithfully
completion.
punching son over cheesecake.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this
No, that's not
first
funny,
quarter.
but it's just
After
the
one,
fucking
7-3 the
situation.
score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick looking for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that
I
one
meant
will
to do
bounce
that.
out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It was either guaranteed 2 or not a guaranteed 2.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right.
Oh,
And that is
that's a good
incomplete.
defense.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Fitzpatrick, he's going to let this go. Back
All
in
he
the
did
end
just
zone.
that move.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Fitzpatrick again.
What the
Now they're
fuck?
staring
You just let him
at 4th
pass.
down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
This nigga is open.
His
This nigga
second
is
touchdown
open.
of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen.
Wait, what? Why is it like this?
You're supposed
Why
to
is
be able to
someone always
shut
open?
that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Hold on right quick.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive.
I couldn't get the ball.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10.
No, boy.
A little more bounce around the locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. And discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, you and I can figure out that DeAndre Hopkins is clearly one of the best receivers in the game. Over the last 3 seasons, over 1,100 yards in each season. And don't forget, defenses have been keying on him each and every snap. This guy produces no matter what the situation, no matter what the coverage. Just find him and get him the football.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Once again, they run with Bree
I like
on
that.
first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Landon Collins.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him.
Neither leg.
And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense,
Not
find
supposed
the
to.
holes
It's not
where
a.
guys
Not
are
a
available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Murray. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Hey, 666.
Now Connor. And the Cardinals are going to
Look
be
at my
set
thing.
up with a
Look at my
first
points,
and goal.
rebounds,
They
and
couldn't
assists.
quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. On the run is Connor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th and goal.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals got into that lead.
I remember him.
Heck of a start to his
they
season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third and short.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden,
I don't know.
You've got a battle on your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to flip this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over first.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Burrito. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Oh my God.
From the gun, Murray on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's counter. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
22-yard line.
Yeah, but I know how to score. Yes. No. But you know how hard it is trying to help him and go to him.
Murray now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal.
I didn't know. Why is he?
They try to get 3 before half.
I know, I know, but why the hell is he on him? Does he believe he can't shoot?
And the 13-year man puts it through.
No, I'm not.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I heard him. He said, bitch.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next
orange
drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's
it? Just missed the shot.
I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take a little off today.
I mean, he's a little off today.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Uh-oh. That's it. You already know once the green is over.
Murray now on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Tough for their first drive of the 3rd quarter. One interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about.
We are playing them again.
Well on that play.
12-yard gain on the play.
Fitzpatrick. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead now 11, 24-13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
I didn't make this shot
On
like
2nd
GTA,
and
bro. I'm
11
trying
now.
my passes
Murray,
here.
that ball complete to Isabella.
This is a fucking joke.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This is
Are you going to go in?
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know, it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Can't believe that car overheats, man.
On 1st down, Cohen. 5 yards on the carry.
Some dude want to sell it and you want to buy it for $250 when I can get it for the junkyard, $700.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one caught.
No!
Isabella.
No!
They're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That car overheats. Already got it fixed. The engine cylinder is gone. It's blown.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. They find some open field here.
The engine cylinder is blown.
And he'll be out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get
an empty park.
All those yards to your...
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Wait, what was the problem right here?
They run it with Breida, and he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Washington 24, Cardinals 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
You want to hang out and not skate, that's all you got to say.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run with McKissick. And able to work about 5 yards.
My bad. You nigga wasn't even moving. I was on my phone.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And the Washington first down.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his second touchdown.
Is that going to change the outcome of you?
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Remember, no help.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Pussy. Cat scratcher.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe bump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
I would have got the rebound regardless.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray, they almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
3rd and 5.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No.
Murray. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There go your rebound.
Pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Murray now on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, 26 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
That man is cold. You got it.
And he's able to put it through.
That nigga's cold.
Washington 31, Cardinals 28.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances.
This game, man, long.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? 3rd, and they will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the...
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All the big guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the 22, Fitzpatrick. And he will find his man on the outside.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fitzpatrick now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Peters. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. 28. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Wait, okay, so I supposed to be guarding my man?
Pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys.
You got the ball.
You got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Green.
Yeah, I'm 7'8".
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Oh my God.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL?
No, it's better than a fucking
Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's McKissick. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Washington, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2.
Out of all dunk packages,
and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
kick it and go.